Massaging is a sit-up, neck and shoulder rub. This is ideal for a work situation or where someone wants to have a quick massage without taking any clothes off. You can arrive at a friend's house, no massage table, no oil, no towels, anything. All you need is a chair, a pillow, and someone who wants to sit down for 15 minutes and be relaxed, which is pretty straightforward. Lean forearm across top of shoulders, push the shoulders down, get yourself comfortable so your body's relaxed, and you simply lean on the trapezius and push the shoulders down. Squeeze shoulders between thumb and fingers. So you're working on the same area, but instead of pushing down with your forearms, you're simply squeezing between thumbs and fingers. Or alternatively, you can squeeze this way. And you can extend this out to the upper arms. The arms can either be hanging over the side like this, just relaxing at the side, so you can work down the upper arms and up, and then back along the trapezius, or the arms can be relaxing on the pillow. Whatever's comfortable for the client. Circular frictions, using thumbs across the top of the shoulders. It's again the same area, and the movement is circular frictions with the thumbs, just working into that whole area across there, and just concentrating on any particular tight areas. Slow, deep circular frictions. And these circular frictions can be extended down to the mid-thoracic area. It's important with the sit-up neck and shoulder rub that you don't push too hard, otherwise it can tilt the chair over. If you're in danger of doing that, you can actually put your foot on the chair to stabilise it, so you can push a little bit harder. But these are circular frictions down to the mid-thoracic, and then back up again. To the trapezius. Lean the elbow along the trapezius. Squeeze the shoulders again and check the difference. If you've worked effectively and for probably a little bit longer than this demonstration, there's a noticeable softening of the tight areas if you've done it correctly. And we grip the top of the shoulders, probably good for the arms to be hanging over the side again, and drop them. Lift them up and drop them. Lift them up and drop them. And then a little bit of a shake, and again. Let me move on to tiger's paw. This is tiger's paw as opposed to thumb pressure. You can use this surface. And we're going to push into underneath the scapula. So we pull the scapula back and we push in like so. Just tracing around the scapula. And you do each line, as it were, 3 times. So you're pushing back with one hand and pushing in with your tiger's paw. And repeating it 3 or 4 times on each side. Hypothenar scrubbing. This is the hypothenar surface, and scrubbing is that sort of movement which generates heat. You can also do it with the heel of the hand. This particular particular instance, we're doing it either side of the spine, so we get Gillian to perhaps lean forward a little bit just to round her back. And we do the hypothenar scrubbing in either side of the spine. Until it gets very hot, then we swap hands to the other side. And then just hold it so the heat soaks in. In the same position, we do shiatsu down a rectus spinae groove using either elbows or thumbs. The elbows you would do on a larger person, a large muscly person, being very careful not to tilt the chair over. More commonly it's done with the thumbs, and one thumb either side of the spine in the little groove known as the rectus spinae groove. And again, being careful not to push forward too much, otherwise the chair is likely to tip over. And again, you can stabilise it a little bit by putting your foot on the seat of the chair. And you do this digital pressure as far down as you can comfortably reach. Usually all the way to the sacrum, and then back up again. Making sure that the thumb points overlap, so you're not going like there and there and there and there. You're ensuring that on both sides the whole area is covered with thumb pressure. This is followed by tapotement to top of shoulders, and for this we'll get Gillian to sit up, maybe rest her hands where they're comfortable on her knees. Tapotement can be either hacking or tapotement movements done with relaxed wrists. Hacking. Cupping is usually done on a larger, flatter surface, so you wouldn't do cupping there. You might do cupping on the back, like so, being mindful of the kidney area. And pounding, which is what you do mainly with tapotement, loose hands, loose wrists, working along the trapezius, and then working a little bit down the spine, being mindful of the kidney area. This is followed by massage of the arms, shiatsu style. The arms just hanging down the side. You grip the arm basically and squeeze. Just a squeezing movement. It's more a shiatsu movement than a massage movement. You can isolate particular channels, like the colon channel. Or you can just generally do the whole arm with a squeeze downward movement. And this is followed through to the between the fingers here, and concentrating on this colon point here. And then going up the metacarpals. And you do on both arms, of course. We now follow with some stretches. So the hand comes back like so, and so the arm is comfortable like this. With any stretches, you take up the slack, and then you stretch. So you push here to there. Is that comfortable with you? Yes. You're getting a stretch.
Yeah, that's good.
You're still getting a stretch.
That's fine.
And relax. And again, we support from one side, so we've got something to push against. Get the arm into position. Take up the slack slowly till you get to the point of resistance, and then you increase the stretch and you get feedback from the client. Is that a comfortable stretch?
That's fine.
Fine. And we relax. That's followed by stretching both the arms. Get the client to interlock their fingers, place their hands at the back of the neck so the elbows are raised. As the client breathes out, you bring both elbows back towards each other. You need to actually push into their middle back, not with your knees, that's a bit too much. Just rest your hip there, hold the elbows, take a deep breath please, Julian. Breathing out all the way. You push in slightly with your hip and you pull back. Again, you take up the slack until you can feel the stretch. Take it a little bit further. You can stretch there, Julian. That's good. And relax. Okay. The next stretch we do the arms this way, clasping the hands behind there. And we hold the creases of the elbow here. And the client's exhalation, we bring the elbows close to each other. So take a deep breath, please. And breathe out all the way. You're getting a stretch. Another deep breath. Perhaps raise the arms a little bit each time. Okay, and relax. Massaging and stretching the neck. You support the forehead because you're actually pushing into the back of the neck, and you're doing it's sort of a squeezing movement up into the occipital ridge and then down the neck. You can either do it this way if your hands are big enough, so you're going this way, or you can do it that way. Depends on the size of the client. So you're supporting the forehead here, you're pushing this way, and you're doing frictions. The stretching of the neck, you lift the head gently so you can hold the head under the chin, under the occipital ridge. You bend your knees, get the client to take a deep breath, and as they breathe out, you start to straighten your legs. Take up all the slack, a little bit of a stretch, relax. Did you get a stretch then? Was there any discomfort? Would you like another one?
Absolutely.
Okay, so again you get yourself in position, keep your back straight, use your leg muscles, one hand under the chin, the other hand under the occipital ridge, cupping the back of the head. Take a deep breath please. As they breathe out, you just start to straighten your legs, take up the slack, stretch. 2, 3, 4, and relax. This is followed by circular frictions to head. Now with your circular frictions to the head, you're going in deep enough that you're actually moving the scalp. So you're doing this kind of rather than this. You're actually digging in, moving the scalp around. And you can move your position around. So you can cover different areas. You can work from the side. You can support the head with one hand while you work with the other. You can use both hands. What you don't want to have is their head flopping around. And that's followed by scrunching the hair. You just grab a handful of hair. Again, carefully taking out the slack, stretching a bit. Handful of hair, take up the slack, stretching a little bit. Followed by sliding movements. This is the final movement from the centre of the face outwards. So you're going like so, like so. And then stroking off to finish, stroking down the arm, down the other arm, to back. And that concludes the sit-up neck and shoulder up.